Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So last class we have stopped for the derivation of wave propagation. Wave propagation എന്താണെന്നുള്ളതാണ് കഴിഞ്ഞ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ നമുക്ക് പറഞ്ഞത്. Means simply propagation of wave when a pressure acting on a body. Pressure acting on a body, the wave is forming. The formation of wave and the velocity of wave. That is the derivation that we have explaining for the last class. And last session we have arrived at a point where impulsive function equal to change in momentum. Impulsive function equal to change in momentum. So yesterday I have written an equation for impulsive function equal to change in momentum, that is FAT എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു. FAT equal to rho into A into AT into C. That is change in momentum is mass into velocity. Mass is defined as density into volume. That is rho equal to m by v. Rho equal to mass by volume. Therefore mass equal to rho into v. But rho into velocity, volume means area into height, A into AT. AT means the distance traveled into velocity, v. M into v, which is m, this is v. mv. ആൻഡ് ഇമ്പൾസീവ് ഫംഗ്ഷൻ ഇങ്ങനെയാണ് പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നത്. പക്ഷെ അങ്ങനെയല്ല. പക്ഷെ ഇവിടെ എന്താണ് ചെറിയ ഡിഫറൻസ് ഉള്ളതെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ AT ക്യാപിറ്റൽ A ആണ് കൊടുത്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. F into AT, ഏരിയ ഓഫ് ക്രോസ് സെക്ഷൻ. ഇമ്പൾസീവ് ഫംഗ്ഷൻ is given as F into area of cross section into time ആണ് കൊടുത്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. FAT. Yesterday I have said it is a small AT. FAT ആണ് പറഞ്ഞത്. It is FAT. So the terms cancelling here, it is AT here as A into T here. AT is cancelling. Therefore remaining term is F is equal to rho into A into C. Rho into A into C. Therefore C equal to F by rho into A. F by rho into A. Right, not an equation. It is 3 or 2, right? Is nearly 2. So for C we have written two equations. For the last class we have got an equation for C as C equal to F by E by A. F by E by A വരെ ഡെറിവേഷൻ ആണ് കഴിഞ്ഞ ക്ലാസ് ചെയ്ത് നിർത്തിയത് നമ്മൾ. അവിടെ നിന്നാണ് ഇമ്പൾസീവ് ഫംഗ്ഷൻ ഇക്വൽ വന്നിട്ട് വേറെ ഇക്വേഷനിലേക്ക് വന്നത്. So here we have written two equations for C. That is first one is C equal to F by E by A. Then here C equal to F by rho by A. So equate the two. Equate both. Means F by E by A equal to F by rho A. F and F get cancelled. F and F get cancelled. And when we take the denominator numerator upward, we will get A by B equal to rho A. A by B equal to rho A square. E equal to rho A square will be the term remaining. E equal to rho by equal to rho A square. Therefore A equal to root of E by rho is the final answer for wave propagation. Velocity of sound equation A for wave propagation is E by rho. E is the modulus of velocity, stress by strain, and rho is the density. So this is the derivation for wave propagation. If anyone didn't see the last class video, just look after it and again come to this class. You will get the clear idea about wave propagation. Okay. That is all about wave propagation. And next one is, so many terms are there related with the particular wave propagation, that is acoustic velocity. Acoustic velocity. Acoustic velocity, C itself. It is a velocity which a small disturbance will propagate through the medium. When a small disturbance means any disturbance happening for a matter, a sound, any sound matter itself, any disturbance happening inside a small medium is called acoustic velocity. The small velocity when a small disturbance will propagate through the medium is called acoustic velocity of speed. Velocity is a acoustic velocity when a small disturbance, if it is sound itself, sound disturbance will propagate through the medium. Very small disturbance through the medium is known as acoustic velocity, and it is related with density and pressure. It is related with, or it is influenced with pressure and density. Therefore, it is denoted as d equal to dp by d rho all raised to 1 by 2, or c equal to root of dp by d rho. This is the definition for acoustic velocity, which is, this is a velocity. Acoustic velocity is a velocity when a small disturbance, very small disturbance, that will propagate, when a small disturbance propagating through the medium, and the velocity is known as acoustic velocity. This is a velocity when a small disturbance propagate through a medium, and it is related with, it can be explained with the terms pressure and density, that is c equal to dp by d rho, dp by d rho all raised to 1 by 2, or root of dp by d rho, c equal to root of dp by d rho. Okay, these are the two terms that are related with wave propagation. Then, as I said, there is the last derivation of this module, last derivation, or the second important derivation of this module that will ask for the university examination. ചോദിച്ചിട്ടുള്ള question ആണ്, അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് പറയുന്നത് that maybe ask the university examination, that is effect of Mach number on compressibility. Effect of Mach number. ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചാൽ പെട്ടെന്ന് മനസ്സിലാവുന്നേ ഉള്ളൂ കേട്ടോ. Effect on Mach number on compressibility. It is there in your, it is given as very simple matter and detail in your airbag textbook. Effect of Mach number on compressibility. So there are mainly two flows. One is compressible flow and incompressible flow. Compressible flow and incompressible flow. M equal to C by A is an equation for Mach number. M equal to C by A. Then there are two flows, incompressible flow and compressible flow. So what is the effect of Mach number on this incompressible flow and so here only we are studying about the effect of Mach number on compressibility factor for compressible flow only. There are two flows, incompressible and compressible flow. So there is a compressibility factor. Compressibility factor for incompressible is 1. Compressibility factor is defined as, the derivation compressibility factor or pressure coefficient, or pressure coefficient. It is defined as P naught minus P by half rho C square. It is the compressibility factor or pressure coefficient. It is 1 for incompressible flow. So it is 1 for incompressible flow. So what is this value? What is the change happening for this value? It is unity for incompressible flow. But what will happen if it is a compressible flow? That here we are going to derive in terms of Mach number. What happened when for this pressure coefficient or compressive factor when in the range of compressible flow? It is not equal to 1. It is deviating from 1. And what is the change happening here? That is the term we are going to derive. So as I said, for a compressible flow, incompressible it is 1. It is 1. It is deriving, it is the equation is deriving from Bernoulli's principle, Bernoulli's equation. If flow is assumed as incompressible, pressure coefficient is unity. Pressure coefficient or compressibility factor P naught minus P by half rho C square equal to unity. And it is derived from Bernoulli's equation. And it is derived from Bernoulli's equation. And how it is derived? And how it is derived? So for incompressible flow, our adiabatic flow equation is, we know adiabatic equation is H1 plus half C square, half C square by 2 is equal to H2 plus half C2 square, etc., C3 square, etc. Which means that for a flow, H plus C square by 2 equal to constant. H1 plus half C1 square equal to H2 plus half C2 square is the equation for adiabatic flow. So here we can say that 1:2 means that it is constant value, H plus C square by 2, or half C square equal to constant. Half C square equal to constant. So for isentropic flow, we can say that for an isentropic flow, H can be defined as dP by rho. H is equal to dP by rho. For isentropic flow, H is equal to dP by rho. dP by rho. Therefore, dP by rho plus C square by 2 is equal to constant. dP by rho plus C square by 2 is equal to constant. It is the equation for an incompressible isentropic flow or isentropic flow. So, as our theory says, when a process isentropically decelerates to zero velocity or reversible adiabatically decelerates to zero velocity, it can be said is a stagnation state. That is velocity equal to zero amount state. When a flow is assumed to a decelerated to zero velocity, it can be said that stagnation state. Stagnation state, that is when C equal to 0, you can say when C equal to 0, rho equal to rho naught and P equal to P naught. C equal to 0, rho equal to rho naught and P equal to P naught. Rho equal to rho naught and P equal to P naught. This is a normal equation for an adiabatic flow, isentropic flow. Isentropic flow can be taken as 1. dP by rho plus C square by 2 is a constant. And first case we are considering it is an incompressible flow. Incompressible flow 1 ആണ് ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞല്ലോ. ആ 1 എങ്ങനെ കിട്ടുമെന്നാണ് ഞാൻ പറയാൻ പോകുന്നത്. And we are considering it as an incompressible flow. When incompressible flow comes, when stagnation state in the condition C equal to 0, then rho equal to rho naught and P equal to P naught. And for incompressible flow, this equation will remain at dP അങ്ങ് പോകും. P by rho plus C square by 2 equal to constant is the flow of incompressible flow. dP ഒന്നുമില്ല, P only. P plus C square by 2 equal to constant is incompressible flow. First case, incompressible. Incompressible, P by rho plus C square by 2 equal to constant. Then, as I said, when C equal to 0, P equal to rho naught, and so we can, this equation leads to P plus C square by 2 equal to P naught by rho naught. When it is a stagnation state and C equal to 0, P equal to P naught and rho equal to naught, and this equation will comes to P by rho plus C square by 2 equal to P naught by rho naught or C equal to 0 at a stagnation state. At a stagnation state. And for an incompressible, and multiply whole equation by rho density. Multiply this equation by equation 2 by density. We will get P into rho by rho plus rho C square by 2 equal to rho into P naught by rho naught. Multiply whole equation by rho. And this rho and this rho get cancelled. This rho and this rho get cancelled. And for an incompressible flow, rho equal to rho naught. Incompressible amber density മാറുന്നില്ല. Rho equal to density stagnation state, rho equal to rho naught. So this equation becomes this equation becomes, and finally after the whole steps the equation becomes P plus rho C square by 2 equal to P naught only. Right side incompressible flow equation stagnation condition വരുമ്പോൾ rho equal to rho naught ആണെന്ന് ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു. അപ്പോൾ rho naught ആണ്. വലതുഭാഗത്തുള്ളതെല്ലാം stagnation condition ആണ് അല്ലേ. വലതുഭാഗത്തുള്ള stagnation condition ആണ്. സോ അവിടെ എത്തുമ്പോൾ rho equal to rho naught ആണ്. സോ ഹിയർ rho വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ rho naught കൊടുത്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ rho naught ക്യാൻസൽ ആയി പോകും. അവിടെ rho P naught by rho naught. Equation change on P by rho plus E square by 2 equal to P naught by rho naught. Okay. Then multiply the whole equation by rho. Then equation becomes P by rho plus rho C square by 2 equal to rho naught. Rho equal to rho naught. Okay. Then final equation will be, when find the equation, after few cells, the find equation is Bernoulli's equation. അത് ഓർത്ത് വെച്ചാൽ മതി. P plus half rho C square equal to P naught. P naught equal to P plus half rho C square. Then is rho naught and rho naught will cancelled. P naught is left remaining. Then P naught equal to P plus half rho C square. This is the Bernoulli's equation. P naught equal to P plus half rho square is Bernoulli's equation for incompressible flow. For incompressible flow. ഈ ഇക്വേഷൻ ആണ് നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞ that particular pressure coefficient ആയി മാറുന്നത്. This equation is moving to our pressure. അതെങ്ങനെയാണ് മാറുന്നത് ഇവിടെ ഞാൻ കാണിച്ചു തരാം. P naught ഇങ്ങനെയല്ലേ വരുന്നത്, P naught plus half rho C square equal to P naught for incompressible flow ആണ്. So P naught നെ ഇടത് ഭാഗത്ത് എടുക്കുക, ഇതിനെ വലത് ഭാഗത്ത് എടുക്കുക. Take P naught in left side and half rho C square as right side. And equation becomes P minus P naught equal to minus 1 by 2 rho C square, right? P is taking left side, P naught is taking left side, and half rho square is taking right side. P minus P naught equal to, അല്ലേ വേണ്ട, നമുക്ക് കിട്ടേണ്ടത് എന്താണ്? ഇവിടെ pressure coefficient equation P naught minus P ആണല്ലേ, P naught minus P, P naught minus P. So how we can read it? P naught minus P P അങ്ങോട്ട് എടുത്താൽ മാത്രം മതി, P അങ്ങോട്ട് എടുത്താൽ മാത്രം മതി, ഇത് എടുക്കണ്ട. Take P into right hand side. Therefore, we will get P naught minus P equal to half rho C square. Then divide the equation by half rho C square. Divide this equation by half rho C square. You will get P naught minus P by half rho C square equal to 1. Right? P plus half rho square is equal to P naught. P naught from P naught minus P is equal to half rho square. Divide the whole equation by half rho C square. You will get P naught minus P by half rho C square equal to 1. This is the for incompressible flow. This is pressure coefficient. Pressure coefficient for incompressible flow is coefficient for incompressible flow is taken as unity. P naught minus P by half rho C square is equal to 1 is for incompressible is unity. This is the expansion for incompressible flow. And what does it happen for compressible flow? That what will be the equation? This pressure coefficient happens when it comes to a compressible flow. That is a derivation for effect of Mach number on compressibility, or the change according to the change of compressibility factor of Mach number. Mach number മാറുമ്പോൾ എങ്ങനെയാണ് ചേഞ്ച് വരുന്നത്? That is the main derivation that we are going to take. So what is, we are starting with stagnation pressure, P naught by P equal to equation for stagnation pressure, that is T naught by T whole raised to gamma by gamma minus 1. This is equation for stagnation pressure. So we are starting with stagnation pressure. Stagnation pressure. P naught by P equal to T naught by T whole raised to gamma by gamma minus 1. And when we expand it, we will get P naught by T is 1 plus gamma minus 1 by 2 into m square whole raised to gamma by gamma minus 1. P naught by P equal to T naught by T whole raised to gamma by gamma minus 1. It is our relation, and expand the value for T naught by T. It is 1 plus gamma minus 1 by 2 into m square whole raised to gamma minus 1. This equation can expand by using the series, a series expansion. This equation can be expanded by following series. According to series, we can expand this equation. ഇതൊരു പർട്ടിക്കുലർ എ റേസ് ടു എൻ എന്നുള്ള ഇതിലുള്ളത് അല്ലേ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ 1 plus a raised to n എന്നുള്ളത്. ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഇൻ ദ ഫോം ഓഫ് 1 plus x raised to n. Like this equation is in the form of 1 plus x raised to n, where x equal to gamma minus 1 by 2 into m square, and n equal to gamma by gamma minus 1. It is in the form of 1 plus x raised to 1. It's in the form of 1 plus x raised to n, where x equal to gamma minus 1 by 2 into m square, and n equal to gamma by gamma minus 1. Okay, then there is an expansion series for 1 plus x raised to 1. In any equation series, what is the equation for 1 plus x raised to n? 1 plus x raised to n is, there is a series. You want to study that equation. It's 1 plus nx plus 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 by 2 factorial into x square plus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 by 3 factorial into x cube plus etc etc etc. That അതിങ്ങനെ നീണ്ടു പോകും, n വരെ പോകും. That is 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 by 2 factorial into x square plus extra n minus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into x cube by 3 factorial plus next term will be n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 by 4 factorial into x raised to 4 plus etc 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 etc. That will go to a long distance to n. There is a series 1 plus x raised to n series ആണ്. Okay, so we can use this series, we can relate this series by use to expand this 1 plus 1 gamma minus 1 by 2 into m square raised to gamma by gamma minus 1. Then expand ചെയ്യാൻ നമുക്ക് equation use ചെയ്യാം, where x equal to this and n equal to this. So അതങ്ങ് എഴുതി വെക്കുക, അത്രയേ ഉള്ളൂ. That is, first equation will be p naught by p, p naught by p equal to p naught by p equal to 1 plus nx, 1 plus nx, n means gamma by gamma minus 1 into x, gamma minus 1 by 2 into m square plus n into n minus 1 by 2 factorial into x square, means n is gamma by gamma minus 1 into gamma by gamma minus 1 minus 1 by 2 factorial into gamma minus 1 by 2 into m square whole raised to square, etc 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 etc. This will go to a big series. So by comparing this equation, you can expand this equation, our equation, by taking x equal to this and n equal to this. That is the main step of doing. അതങ്ങ് നിങ്ങളുടെ തോളം എഴുതി വെക്കാം. Okay. Okay, then here one gamma minus 1 is here and gamma minus 1 is here. Like gamma minus 1 here, gamma minus 1 cancelled. Then here also we can cancel the several terms. Here gamma minus 1 is here, again gamma minus 1 is cancelling. So here is the cancel. അങ്ങനെ cancel ചെയ്ത് പോകാൻ പറ്റും for a few more steps. So the term after cancelling the whole gamma minus 1, we will get an equation that പഠിച്ചു വെച്ചാൽ മതി, p naught by p equal to, after cancelling the whole equations for gamma minus 1, we will get 1 plus gamma m square by 2. Here it is gamma m square by 2. Gamma m square by 2. Gamma m square by 2 plus gamma m square by m raised to 4. Gamma m square, and here gamma m raised to 4 by 8 plus gamma into 2 minus gamma m raised to 6 by 48 plus etc etc etc. That will go to a extent. That will go to an extent. So these all derivation we are doing to get a pressure coefficient LHS കിട്ടണം. അതാണ് നമ്മുടെ ഉദ്ദേശം. p naught minus p by half rho c square is our കിട്ടണം. അതിനുവേണ്ടിയാണ് ഇതൊക്കെ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ വലത് ഭാഗത്ത് ഒരു ഇക്വേഷൻ കിട്ടും. അതാണ് നമ്മുടെ മാക് നമ്പർ വിത്ത് റെസ്പെക്ട് ടു ദിസ്, ഈ പ്രഷർ കോഎഫിഷ്യന്റ് കംപ്രസീവ് ഫ്ലോയിൽ എങ്ങനെയാണ് ചേഞ്ച് വരുന്നത് അക്കോർഡിംഗ് ടു ടേംസ് ഓഫ് മാക് നമ്പർ. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ദ തിങ് വി ആർ ഗോയിങ് ടു ഡിറൈവ്. സോ LHS p naught minus p by half rho square കിട്ടിയാൽ മാത്രം മതി. അത്രയും ഉണ്ട്. അത് കിട്ടാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് ഇതൊക്കെ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. സോ ഇങ്ങനെ പോകും. സോ ഹിയർ 1 ഉണ്ട്, 1 ഇങ്ങോട്ട് എടുക്കാം. ഫോർ ടേക്കിംഗ് 1 into left side, we will get p naught by p minus 1 equal to this whole term. this whole term, gamma m square by 2 plus something like that. So p naught by p minus 1 നമുക്ക് ക്രോസ് മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്ത് എന്ത് കിട്ടും? p naught minus p by p equal to this whole term. So ന്യൂമറേറ്റർ നമുക്ക് കിട്ടി p naught minus p by r whole square കിട്ടി. എന്താണുള്ളത്? p naught by p equal to gamma m square by 2 plus gamma m raised to 4 by 8 plus gamma 2 minus gamma whole raised to m raised to 6 by 48 plus etc. So divide whole equation by gamma m square by 2. Divide whole equation by gamma m square by 2. We are simplifying the whole equation. ഈ ഗാമ m square by 2 വെച്ച് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യുക. അപ്പോൾ ആദ്യം ഇവിടെ 1 വരും, 1 പ്ലസ് എക്സ് ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് ഗാമ m square by 2 പോകും. and with 4 gamma m square by 4 ആവും. അങ്ങനെ കുറഞ്ഞു വരും അങ്ങോട്ട് പോകുമ്പോൾ. divide the whole equation by gamma m square by 2. we will get എല്ലാവരും എന്ത് കിട്ടും? p naught minus p by p എവിടെയുണ്ട്? again gamma m square by 2. we are dividing the whole equation by gamma m square by 2 equal to 1 plus m square by 4 plus 2 minus gamma m raised to 4 by 24 plus etc. അങ്ങനെ പോകും. 1 plus m square by 4 plus 2 minus gamma whole raised to m raised to 4 by 24 plus etc. സോ ഇത് മനസ്സിലാവുന്നുണ്ട്? അതൊന്ന് ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചിട്ട് ഇപ്പം വീഡിയോ ഒന്നുകൂടി കണ്ടു നോക്കുക. ക്ലാസ് കഴിഞ്ഞ് അപ്ലോഡ് ചെയ്ത വീഡിയോ ഒന്നുകൂടി കണ്ടു നോക്കുക. എയർ ബാഗ് ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്കിൻ്റെ നോട്ടൊന്നും അറച്ച് നോക്കി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ കൂളായിട്ട് മനസ്സിലാവുന്നത്. അത് തുടക്കം കിട്ടിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെ സിംപ്ലിഫൈ ചെയ്ത് പോകാൻ പറ്റുന്നത്. സോ ഹിയർ ഇവിടെ എന്ത് കിട്ടി? p naught by p മൈനസ് p. ഇപ്പം ഡിനോമിനേറ്റർ നമുക്ക് എന്ത് കിട്ടണം? ഹാഫ് ഓ സി സ്ക്വയർ കിട്ടുന്നത്. ഇപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെയുള്ളത് p ഇൻറ്റു ഗാമ m സ്ക്വയർ ബൈ 2 ഉള്ളത്. സോ അതിനെ മാറ്റി കൊടുത്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ മാത്രം മതി. വലതുഭാഗത്ത് തന്നെ നിന്നോട്ടെ, ഇപ്പോൾ ഉള്ള പോലെ നിന്നോട്ടെ. വലതുഭാഗത്തിൽ ഒരു ചേഞ്ചും വരുന്നില്ല. സോ അഗൈൻ വി ആർ ഓൺലി കൺസിഡറിങ് അബൌട്ട് LHS only. So here LHS is gamma m square by 2 into p. So we know p equal to rho RT. P equal to rho RT. P ആണ് കൊടുക്കുക. Then gamma m square by 2. What is gamma m square by 2? Gamma m square by 2 is substitute for m. Gamma m square means c square by a square. C square by a square. 2 അവിടെ ഉണ്ട്. m square means c square by a square. C square by a square. And a is equal to a square is gamma RT. Gamma c square by 2. a square നമ്മൾ എന്ത് കൊടുത്തു? a is equal to root gamma RT ആണെന്ന് നമുക്കറിയാം. Then a square equal to gamma RT. 2 into gamma RT. Then gamma and gamma get cancelled. Equation is c square by 2 RT. C square by 2 RT. C square by 2 RT. Okay. അപ്പം ഗാമ m സ്ക്വയർ ബൈ 2 ആകുമ്പോൾ c സ്ക്വയർ ബൈ 2 RT കിട്ടി. ദെൻ സബ്സ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് ഫോർ ഡിനോമിനേറ്റർ. p എന്താണ്? റോ RT ആണ്. റോ RT ഇൻറ്റു ഗാമ m സ്ക്വയർ ബൈ പകരം c സ്ക്വയർ ബൈ 2 RT. Then ഈ RT and RT will cancel. We will get half rho c square. Half rho square. Denominator will be get as half rho c square. So p naught minus p by half rho c square will be the LHS. It is the pressure coefficient. p naught minus p by half rho c square. P naught p by half rho c square. Then LHS, right? LHS will be 1 plus m square by 4 plus 2 minus gamma m square, 2 minus gamma m raised to 4 by 24 plus etc. അങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടായത് 2 raised to gamma by 24 plus etc. That is the final equation. That is pressure coefficient equal to this equation. m1 plus m square by 4 plus 2 minus gamma m raised to 4 by 24 plus etc. So it is the effect of Mach number on compressibility factor. Effect of Mach number is here m is there, here m is there. When we apply for m, അതേ constant gamma 1.4 ആണെങ്കിൽ ഇതിന്റെ വാല്യൂ ഉണ്ടാവും. If the gamma is 1.4, right, LHS will be 1 plus m square by 4 plus m raised to 4 by 40 plus etc. എന്ന് പോകും. For gamma equal to 1.4. This equation. gamma equal 1.4. All others are constant. When the only change happening for pressure coefficient is when a Mach number is changing. Mach number മാറുമ്പോൾ മാത്രമാണ് ഇതിന് ചേഞ്ച് വരാൻ പോകുന്നത് ഇനി അല്ലേ. So here is the equation for pressure coefficient for compressible flow. So what is equation for pressure coefficient for incompressible flow? It is unity, m equal to 1. Equal to 1 for incompressible flow. For compressible flow, there is an equation on terms of Mach number. There is an equation in terms of Mach number. It is P naught minus P by half rho square is pressure coefficient or compressive factor equal to 1 plus m square by 4 plus m raised to 4 by 40 plus m raised 6 by something. Okay, that is a series of equation will be happening. When the m is changing, the pressure coefficient is changing. So this is the effect of Mach number on compressibility. Effect of Mach number on compressibility factor or compressibility itself or pressure coefficient. Okay. So by Airwag textbook for compressible flow, take this section where effect of Mach number on compressibility. You can understand. You will get understood by the equations very simply defining in the Airwag textbook. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞ സെയിം മെത്തേഡ് തന്നെ ഇതിൽ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട്. അത് വായിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഈ വീഡിയോ ഒന്നും കൂടി മനസ്സിലാവാത്തവർ ഒന്നും കൂടി വീഡിയോ കാണാം. ദറാഫ്റ്റർ എന്നിട്ട് മനസ്സിലാവാത്തവരുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ പേഴ്സണലി ചോദിക്കാം. ഓക്കെ, മനസ്സിലാവാത്തവരുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ചോദിക്കുക. അതായത് എഫക്റ്റ് ഓഫ് Mach number ഓഫ് കംപ്രസിബിലിറ്റി എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഈ പ്രീവിയസ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ പേപ്പറിൽ ചോദിച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന ചോദ്യമാണ്. ഇത് ഇതിനു മുമ്പ് ചോദിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. സീരീസ് എക്സാമിനൊക്കെ അധികം ചോദിക്കാൻ സാധ്യതയുള്ള ചോദ്യമാണ്. യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റി എക്സാമിനും ചോദിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. സോ അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആയ ഡെറിവേഷൻ ആണ് എഫക്റ്റ് ഓഫ് Mach number ഓൺ കംപ്രസിബിലിറ്റി. സോ ഇതിൽ രണ്ടെണ്ണം ഉള്ളത്, ഫോർ ഇൻകംപ്രസിബിൾ ഫ്ലോ ആൻഡ് കംപ്രസിബിൾ ഫ്ലോ. ഫോർ ഇൻകംപ്രസിബിൾ ഫ്ലോ ദ ഫാക്ടർ ഈസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു 1. Pressure coefficient is equal to 1. And for compressible flow, it is there is an equation in terms of Mach number. That is the effect of Mach number on compressibility factor. Okay, that is the thing I want to explain by this session. So അടുത്ത സെഷനിൽ നമുക്കൊന്നും കൂടി കുറച്ച് പ്രോബ്ലംസിലേക്ക് വരാം. Defining problems with dealing with first module. That is all for today's session.